different mentality here from Sentinels on their composition.
It has to be aggressive map control. Okay, that will work for an opener.
See you later.
Just a cheeky opening headshot. Shazam was also threatening mid-map. Still more coming Dapper's direction, though. Ten's looking to assist, but Dapper may not need the assistance if we're being completely honest. No, he doesn't. It's 3 straight kills for him. Last player mid-map is Zach. Nothing to happen there, and only dropping 1 is Sentinels on their opening pistol to run, however long it lasts.
And just try to blast in here to B. This time Dapper misses the headhunter. Able to get away, though. Tens drops in with the Spectre, finds first blood, and almost caught the Sage there up top of her wall. Takes her down to very low HP, might force out the self-heal. As Sentinels is disrupting this plant well, but Hovney able to get a frag there. Zachary pitches in also, splitting in from mailroom, and this is getting a little bit spicy. This Shazam left with Tens.
Wow. The interesting thing about this for Akrew is this is the exact same execute they put together last round. It's just this time they're able to get forward with the barrier orb, stay alive. I think most importantly out of Dapper's opening peak. And then the SMG battle on the low ground just kind of is evenly traded for a time. So Shazam, 1v3. Has stuck in the back of the site. That's good for the opener. Trains out the SMG, gets a headshot, but can't finish the kill. It's Zach. Now for Sentinels. Working back through this. You got to deal with the high ground first and foremost, which is able to at least take 1 with him, making life that much more difficult for Sentinels. Boombot is just patrolling this back alley. Try to see if maybe you could sneak underneath the wall or something of the nature. Paint shells held, that'll come through. More stalling of this retake attempt. Tens was on, but can't really do much with the position. And yeah, there's just so much utility being thrown back to screens. Sentinels, really nothing you could do from this point, especially with an operator in the hands of Shazam.
Going, but Neon, and they catch Dapper looking to get aggressive there on B lobby. Again, a broken buy from Sentinels, just those 2 saved weapons. And Pecky will also go down to Gucci at middle, I believe that was.
Yeah, it was. And that's the thing is, like, if we're going to continue to try to abuse these opening angles, and Akrew is aware of that, they're very strategically taking these fights when they want to. Like, it's very calculated in their approach as far as this opening 45 seconds or so. Good information here into Tens. Paint shells not quite reaching the corner that I think those intended to. But doesn't stop Pancakes. Tens? Oh, gosh. Takes himself out, so job done if you're Pancakes, I suppose.
Not the worst conclusion, considering how awkward that was for Tens.
Yeah.
Just didn't expect the space to be closed that quickly. Sick trying to fight back. Is going to get traded, though, by Jova. So now it's on Shazam 1 versus 3 with this operator. Knows there could be 1 mailroom. He'd be right. But does not get the thing that Akrew throws their way. But Shazam takes a duel, gets caught.
Rolling Thunder will get the real estate needed towards A. Neural Theft also going to be called in, but Dapper's good for the opener. Just to try to stall this as long as humanly possible. Giovanni, the next line of defense, technically towards this A attack. And he's going to have to do a lot more than this, and Dapper's just a touch better at the moment. Gucci has collected the spike. It hits from the shadows. This will at least secure a plant, but a difficult 1v3 nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely going to be tough to clutch this one out. Does at least have full HP. Does have a weapon in hand. Might find a 1v1 here against Sick, but will lose with 1 under heaven.
Yeah, and they still have Zach, who's playing A ramps, by the way, with a lot of safety around him. So he is like the worst case get out of jail free card of this post plant setup for Akrew. Gotta go if you're Sentinels. Neon actually gets first blood with an operator. Pancake still holding the corner. We'll see more. He gets the double, looking for number 3, but it's taken away from him. Your phone, okay.
Yeah. I leave those on because, you know, severe weather is kind of important to know about, but
that's true.
All good, as we are going to see this entry coming in. Shazam with the daggers fighting on A. Rance finds a couple of grapes to pop in the 3rd, and here you go. There's that individual prowess shining through for Sentinels. Shazam looking for more. He'll find it. All right, then. All right, then. Forget everything I just said.
Sentinels will stay at full force. Spike is going to be planted very quickly here. And the retake for Sentinels, which has been tried so regularly, will be absolutely denied by Zach. The resurrection will still come through, but it may not make any difference whatsoever because Gucci's on the back side of this, making sure that these players at ramps are absolutely trapped there. Sick once again. Clutch situation would be a 1v4 in technicality. Pancakes the nearest one, and he may just get caught with the smoke out here. Give himself a little bit of separation, but not enough to this defensive idea. But I don't really want to use the word depth because it's pretty one-dimensional in terms.
Just
So
try to
Akrew
frag
again.
out.
Yeah, setting themselves up, trying to make their way through. The trademark actually does slow things down a touch. Dapper retreating back,
Ooh.
takes that to a double. So again, the individual presence of Sentinels keeping them in at least the round for now. Shazam turned aside. Judge is not very good at that range. And Pecky further forward on towards the backside of Raptors, but Zach has snuck through for a time. But it is Neon left with a 1v2.
At least he has the intel from the neural theft before Zachary goes down, so it kind of helps him out. But the problem is Spike is still down in a dangerous position. Sentinels have good angles on site. But again, they're just giving him these one-on-ones. Oh my goodness, what a second shot from Neon. Time for rotations here from Akrew. Barrier orb thrown down the block off stairwell. They are getting a fight with Jove at the back of sight, but Sick misses the mark, and now they're getting halted yet again. Paranoia comes out. Akrew spilling out all across the site, winning their fights left, right, and center. Dapper and Shazam trying to keep it close.
And they have 2v2 just like that. Spike those down. That's the problem. And as they go up the ropes, that's, yep, monkey see, monkey do. They've got A control, and they're putting a 3-man stack through B main, and they may just catch Shazam off guard here.
Shazam's watching for it, does get the first. Pancake's able to trade. They could maybe upgrade a weapon off the back of that. In the meantime, Sentinel's taking through B Heaven onto site, trying to work out this B split. Now that they had the defense kind of still stuck over towards B lobby side, Pence is watching that cross. Now Sick backstabs, and
well done.
Well managed from Sentinels there. That's good teamwork.
This is going to be a 2v5 situation defensively for Akrew. Over the top here comes Tens, and there goes Tens. Zach holding strong. 15 seconds. You've got to get into position to try to plant, and Zach is able to tally a second. That's good news overall. Spike will still come through, and we go 3v3. But the post plant is really not in position as of yet. Dapper's still playing through top side of ramps by himself. Sick is playing by his lonesome through screens, looking for a forward bit of progress. And as he gets paranoid, 2 kills come through, and it's all on Shazam. 1v2 situation. Giovanni is weakened up, but the showstopper will be the end of it. 12-4 Akrew in a commanding position. Is an engagement that Akrew will like to have.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to do an equal trade defensively because it spreads you thin positionally, but at least it gets you something out of that situation. You are going to see Sentinels again. Look at that B split right now. Rolling Thunder, though, comes through to put a stop to this at B Heaven. Zachary follows it up and gets the roll theft off. This might be the end.
Got to be a 2v4. Zach is on 5 HP. Giovanni also weakened. Fault line still earned, and Giovanni will find one of the final 2. Gucci below will actually through it and around it with the blanket to back up if needed, which they may need to because Tense is already on site, and he will find one. But the trades are looking good for the Akrew defense. Honestly, they've read this play through Hookah pretty darn nicely. The defenders still playing long have kept the help away, but the regrowth will not allow enough self-healing, and with that, it's just down to pancakes.
Yeah, they kind of got boxing over towards that portal outside Garden. Had already traded on through site. So now it is just pancakes.
Revealing area.
Low health players out there. It's not impossible, but yeah, Dapper's linked out for that spinning. That was unreal. Didn't know a Triple Lizard could have moves like that. As we are seeing Sentinels try to force their way into Garden right now. Gucci blocking off the hookah access point there with the smoke. Triple basing from the container, and I mean, the trigger-happy Sentinels are winning their fights this time.
Yeah, sure are. Oh, yeah, Neon is completely stuck. No utility to bail him out. Yeah, he will be taken off, no problem.
Molotov kind of misses the mark, only really clears out double stack box.
Oh, you do not want to poke through this one-way smoke. Oh, do you? Okay, hold on a second. Zach actually still wins the first opening gunfight. Now here comes the pinch play. Blast backing forward is the rest of Akrew, but once more, it's just too tight of alleyways to work through with Sentinels post-plant positions. Try as they may with... which that will be uncontested. So, oh, actually, no, it won't be. Orbital Strike will come through with the paint shells. That'll deny. Is there a play to move forward, though? Akrew are still holding back into spawn. So once again, utility is out, and it really hasn't done too much as far as the retake is concerned. Showstopper punished, as Neon can only find one. And the rest of Sentinels now go back to their own fragging ways. Everyone's just hiding in corners or trying to blindly make it through alleyways. It has just allowed the Viper's Pit to be extinguished as the spike will be planted. So it's going to be a 4v4. Retake has been a problem here for Akrew. Flashing out of halls. A second time, there's an opportunity to at least take down Ken Pecky freely, and they'll be able to do that, at least for now. But there's still so much more post-plant consideration you have to work through. And it's just Shazam tallies one inside the dark cover. Sick is in a bit of hurt here as he has to shrouded step away from the recon bolt. No attempt for a defuse as of yet. You still have another player in Dapper holding over to Showers, which now he has to reveal. Viper's Pit will come through. He tries to stay alive through it, but it'll be Giovanni. Allowed the Viper's Pit to be extinguished as the spike will be planted. So it's going to be a 4v4. Retake has been a problem here for Akrew. Flashing out of halls. A second time, there's an opportunity to at least take down Kenpecky freely, and they'll be able to do that, at least for now. But there's still so much more post-plant consideration you have to work through. And it's Shazam tallies one inside the dark cover. Sick is in a bit of hurt here as he has to shrouded step away from the recon bolt. No attempt for a defuse as of yet. You still have another player in Dapper holding over to Showers, which now he has to reveal. Viper's Pit will come through. He tries to stay alive through it, but it'll be Giovanni.
Out. Seekers are going to come out for Akrew, trying to see if they can retake the site. At least they have main advantage this time. They haven't had that in the past in this situation.
Can you contest this plant from happening? Flash on the way forward. Here comes the showstopper as well, but Tens with knives. No, not going to be better than the rocket.
Dashed into that rocket.
Yeah. And a file. Okay, here we go. How about it? Prime Gaming flawless equation. Here comes the second. Sick is in a position to try to deny this, but Paranoia is the second thing thrown out. May not make much of a difference because Tens was able to back away, stay safe, and he knows he's got players around the back, and that will work.
Yeah, that was a brilliant utility combination there from Sentinels. Paranoia comes through. Send is, you know, that works for everything.
No, I understand that. I've never heard someone say full sendies. But there's the commitment to be. Dapper's a bit stuck here at Hookah, and yeah, okay, so good utility usage to make sure they isolate the kill. Spike not being planted as of yet, though, and Sick is still nearby to threaten. Tens on the early long wrap back through B long. May not anticipate, though, that Pancakes is covered in this corner.
Yeah,
so it's a bit individualistic here for Sentinels as Shazam will fall. Pancakes will see the barrel, and that would be an easy follow-up, you would assume, and it is. Leaving Sick for a 1v3, and the swing will be it. So, okay, Akrew once again.
Kind of leaving Hookah open, but it could work out in their favor. They have a little bit of a crossfire set up, but it gets broken apart there as Neon takes down Sick. Now it's just Dapper. They don't check the corner. He's able to get one. Not the second. Good trade there from Pancakes. Gives them a 3-on-2 post-plant scenario on this B site. No, the shock dart lands from downtown.
For both teams, Sentinels will pull the trigger first by using the Viper's Pit mid, but the Hunter's Fury will actually clear through B long. Kenpecky's actually still committing forward. No exit available as he tried to flash Chow, and that's not going to work out. So huge numbers advantage now for Akrew. They've got Hookah control. They got B-long control. Pancakes is watching for the rotation. Even though he misses, he will give the information to Neon, who will follow up and make sure Tens is denied. And Dapper being tagged is no longer a part of the... Denies any further information off the recon bolt. And the Hunter's Fury will be trying to use to try to clear out this Viper's Pit. I don't believe it hit anybody, though. So now the spike is looking to be planted. Tens to chow through this. He wants to! He finds the kill, but the spike, it does not get planted fully. The kills are still coming through, but the time is becoming an issue. Neon fueling the rush. He throws out the showstopper to find the kill. Spike has to be held, and it's not going to go down. A thrifty round for Sentinels, and 12 on the board.
And Pecky flashed the Trailblazer, I think, so didn't actually get the view on Tens there. Tens just top container, catches Zachary there, and this is looking like the beginning of the end.
Sure is. Sky smokes are down, though. Wait, Akrew just spammed through it. Find a kill. 3v4 is still doable. Dapper's playing into Hookah, which is a spot that is largely going to be just overall an advantage for Sentinels to hold on to as Dapper comes through. More teammates rotating from A. Will take Hookah, but the teleporter awareness play will allow Akrew a chance to get back over to A from the shadows. Sick. He's going to commit to playing up top and trying to stop this. There's the flash. Opening peaks will come through, and sixth position was perfect. A double, and now Sentinels 1 kill away from sending it to a third map.
Oh, what an ult. That was so well done from Sick.
30 seconds left.
Wow.
Defenders win.
What a map. Into tree completely. First nanostorm will be triggered. There's the smoke dash from Tens. Wants to delete the sentry turret. Costs him some health, but he's able to. Sentinel's also trying to shut the door on an early play through tree, but Zach still finds first blood. Spike being committed for the plant, even in the 4v5 for Sentinels. Looking to probably set this post point up from the backside of the site, but though the flashes are good and Akrew's retake. Jackie asked the questions about what may come through, and Akrew, it looks flawless in their retake, only dropping one. Form of utility to try to clear out B main. As you remember, with that opening push from Neon, there could still be a player in the corner. So dark cover will come through. They'll check their corners very avidly. Giovanni re-wrapping back over towards the boathouse switch, though. Not able to hold off. good recon from Pancakes, who still gets the Ares to sing a song for him. And with that, now all of a sudden the contest over this B site is still very heavily invested into for Akrew. Even though Sentinels are on, they are 100% trapped in the back. It just comes down to will Akrew actually read this or not. Pancake's going to work on the walls. That'll be good for the first elimination. Shazam reveals his spot as Neon will continue to keep the pressure on. And it looks like the read is going to be here. Akrew, no, the last two players are in the back, but Campecchi peeks out, turns it into a 2v2. Gucci, the only player with full HP still. But he's just got an SMG, and he's looking to be the first one forward. Their cover should expire here in a moment. Good recon coming through, and Pancakes and Gucci will do the job required. Thanks to that bonus win. Oh boy.
What a read, but what a kill anyway!
Follow-up not good either. The flash was there. But Giovanni only gets one, so now all of a sudden you've got weapons that you've collected. Shazam will get the orb for the Hunter's Fury, and you hold numbers. This has the recipe for a successful Thrifty written all over it.
It does. I mean, and that's the worst part is Gucci had the read on 10 jumping through that smoke and still lost the fight. Flash comes through to try to trade out there from Jova. He's only able to bring down one, so 4 on 3. Pancakes pushes down middle, though, catches Dapper, gets it back to even numbers before this retake starts. And Tens has low HP, so, I mean, there's still a way back into this for Akrew, but definitely Sentinels may pull off this Thrifty. They have a couple of weapons they picked up.
Recon and Fragment trying to delay the retake, but look at the follow-up information coming out from Pancakes. Oh, Tens! He gets the opener, but Pancakes is still in position to try to contest, and Zach's able to find the second. So now it's just down to Shazam, and that will be read by the alarm bot. But still, you've kind of got Sentinels trapped at the moment inside. You still have plenty of flashes to work with, but can you find the eliminations? That's the real question. Giovanni on the way in after he tries to self-flash himself forward. That will not work out. Null Command comes through, but maybe a touch too late as the trades come out, and it's Sentinels in a 3v2, but Neon keeps the play and the retake alive. Dapper's post-line position through A is going to be last thing standing. It's a 1v1 with Neon, who's got a scope out but cannot get the cloud burst down in time. Looking to maybe toggle the spot.
Walk creates a little bit of pressure. Tens and Company looking to burst onto the scene through A lobby. Tens leading the charge, but Akrew are shutting it down on all fronts.
You should run.
Oh yeah. Lockdown still being called in here though for Sentinels. Trying to work through this. I mean, it was a 5-on-2 before Dapper even. Aldrone gets denied. Tens is still in a position to contest Tree, and Campecchi and Tens will combine for 2. Yeah, this is really good awareness here from Sentinels overall, but the job's not done yet. This would be a 2v5 situation. Spike being toggled. Here comes Tens on the cross. It's held, but likely not to halfway, and Giovanni will fall. So. Sentinel's a good read. Akrew gave it a go. Akrew off a touch.
Yep. Oh, Tens, nice little kill. Able to dash back as well. Spike still hasn't committed. There's still time to adjust if need be, though Tens is low on HP. 4 on 4. Dapper doesn't quite clear that last corner. That's a big one, and now Gucci chimes in. This might be it for this round.
I guess I was a bit puzzled. I saw it in the kill feed. Neon got a shorty kill. Sick held his from the shadows to try to get back into B archways. Yeah. So he was not a part of the picture. And wow, how big of a play that could have been. Sick trying to maybe just pull off a flank to get a Zach revealed. Fragment will likely be the end of him, and it is. Looking for a trade is Gucci, but has he maybe held his ground a little bit too long? Because Tens is quickly moving forward the rest of the Sentinels. Weapon picked up off the ground, by the way, with Zach falling. Akrew defensively are in a position to try to contest this. The null command was spent. They're trying to stop this plant from even getting off the ground. And honestly, for Sentinels, they've handled it pretty nicely. Neon's looking for kills with the shorty. He's able to take down one. Operator in hand, maybe an opportunity for the quick scope. Bounces over the top, and he's able to take down Dapper. Not going to do much more behind it as Campecchi will finally punish, and it gets us, with all the chaos, to a Pancakes 1v3 that Shazam will shut down before it even begins. Brilliant opening pick here, but the fragment actually stops the play, at least for a time. Campecchi's still good to get the second elimination, but the knives are down. May not make too much of a difference as the lockdown will gain entry to Sentinels onto the site. Neon with an operator is going to be really hard-pressed to do too much from this position, especially under threat. Would love to see him wait for a little bit of help, and he will. The problem about this is the numbers for Sentinels are very, very good.
And they have good
in
positioning.
Great positions. Yeah.
And they had that turret still up as well to help things along. Gonna be hard to break this one open if you're a crew. And now they're suppressed. Ugh.
Yeah. Have to feel like this is going to be 5, but Dapper drops and reads an opening for a crew to get on in. Sentinels are stuck behind cover. A good second elimination from Zach, but Sick from the low ground may do enough, or will he? It's all down to Kanpeki, the new guy on the block. It's going to be a 1v2 if he finds the kill. Neon with the shorty, comes around the backside corner, finds the kill, but was there enough time killed off the clock to stop the defuse? Sure will.
Definitely a pretty stout defense on site for Sentinels.
Here they come. Paranoia will try to stall out one part of the hit and actually allows Tens to get up top onto Heaven, but he can't quite land the second shot, and with that, Akrew will clean up the defensive pieces, only dropping 1. Granted, Gucci and Payne are absolutely in critical HP, so Shazam and Dapper could still make this happen for a 2v4, especially if there were to be a shock dart to land. Neither will connect. First point of contact, Neon gets back down. Both defenders from Sentinels look to retake from the high ground, and that has just been read. Neon continues to bounce up and down, looking for the right clicks wherever possible, making life as hard as humanly possible onto Sentinels, who have not been able to gain even an inch further than this line kind of in the sand that we've seen so far, and time is becoming a problem for even a defuse at this point. But Dapper is able to sneak in, find 1, leaving it now to a Shazam 1v3, and he won't be able to find even the first. So Akrew take the opening pistol. That knife coming through will also stop Zach from being able to trigger any of his utilities. So here comes the threat from Akrew, but Dapper gets it done with the Phantom initially. Tens quickly on the flank. Good timing will find a 3rd kill. And Dapper has actually alleviated any potential follow-ups as he's gotten out of sight. And Akrew are like, wait, where'd Dapper go? They had no idea they were looking for him on the site. Not to be, and it's going to be Dapper for 3.
That's kind of like the big bonus. Oh, alarm bot there. Placed by Tens. Akrew avoids detection, but then gets caught anyway. Tens quick on the trigger. That's a big opening pick. That's Spike down, too, at B lobby, and there's no one there to grab it. Look at this. Gucci has to go all the way back around to snag it.
And this is problematic because the rest of your teammates are kind of stuck now in mid-map.
Right.
So all of a sudden, it turns into a situation that even though the kills are decent, you're still kind of in pieces here if you're a crew trying to get together and actually hit something. Shazam doesn't see much off the recon bolt, but Sick in a position through B main. They have a crossfire set up. Pancakes is trapped, but shock dart should do the trick. Now the reload as they know that Gucci is nearby. Well, Akrew would be hard-pressed to keep Sentinels off of 9 here, you would feel like, with 2 SMGs and just pistols for the rest. Sick playing, oh boy, in a very far position. Good flash! That is unbelievable. And who was? Help will be here to make sure that Neon can stay alive. Null command to follow. Now the attacking lockdown as Akrew will have their go.
Can't use that.
Neon does eventually get caught there at the back of the site, though, and Dapper continues to maintain presence on the site. He is not getting pushed off. Hunter's Fury finally comes out, though, puts enough pressure to help Akrew come in for a couple of rifle frags. Now they have main advantage. They're starting to take on to A side, but Tens is now here with up, and it's a big one on the Pancakes. It's back to even now. Running out of time as well.
Spike going to get planted, and Tens doesn't want to allow it. He gets through. Shorty will work out, and no one else will be able to stand the test. Yeah, and there's nobody up top here defensively, by the way, so you have to get something from Kanpeki in this position. Dapper holding down low, actually gets some good value out of the Nanostorm, but the defenders themselves will drop, and Shazam denied from rotating as Zach was lurking mid-map. So Akrew do look like they should get their 10th round here.
Yeah, that was really
But there is a lot of money. I mean, Tens and Sick could give this at least a look.
Yeah, certainly. Like you said, credits are there, no doubt about it. He's forced some rebuying out of Akrew. Very least here. He's not able to catch him, though. Akrew's still alive. That cat Tens knows it. Beyond up top catches the frag, and that's going to take some damage or something. But yeah, they're going to get on this site, no problem. There goes those nails to slow things down. It forces them to have to play towards switch instead.
Spamming through, not going to happen. It's just kind of a blind fire for both sides. Results in a 1-for-1. Spike will be planted. Hunter's Fury being earned by Shazam will immediately be called in to try to get the defense some space or information to work off of. And how about this? Tens actually is able to find the first kill on this retake, but Pancakes in the back, off of his own, is able to deny anything beyond it. But now it all falls onto Pancakes with this operator. This is the first shot. Reads the second, but nothing there, and that'll be match point now for Sentinels after they get the defuse. Absolutely turned things up a notch here defensively, and a lot of it has been by this man on screen. and over the top. How about it? Opportunity maybe for Tens to continue forward, but Neon once more, just more antics playing with this Jet, but Kenpeki will shut a lot of this down. And actually, look at the defense they've pushed so far through A. That's going to be Spike on the ground, and they take down Gucci from behind. Nowhere for Giovanni to go, and Sentinels will survive the round of 16 to stay in the upper bracket.